Hey everyone, so today we are going to be breaking down the Austin Butler haircut and his role as Elvis. So I also want to leave a link up in the corner here in a card showing an Elvis haircut tutorial that was already done on my channel. So if you just literally type in Elvis, the salon guy, you could see the actual haircut tutorial or click the link. But I would suggest watching this as I do a bit of a breakdown. All right, so the first thing that's important to realize is that, and I have a few images here, that when you look at his hair, okay, you see that it may look short, but there's actually quite a bit of length to it. And that is what allows the hair to brush back. So this hair, I would say, except for the sideburn area, right, except for that sideburn area right in through here, this all probably comes down right to about right here, middle of the ear, or even closer to the lower part of the ear. Because for this to go all the way back that way, it's got to be pulled down this way. So that's how you get those sides to kind of go back, and even in through here, as you can see. All right, all this is able to kind of get brushed back simply because of the hair length, and that all translates and blends up into here. This top part probably comes down to about right here, to be honest with you. Okay, for it to have that much volume and for these pieces to come down here and to pull this straight down, it probably comes down to about right here. And that is true for all of this in through here. So if you're going to get this done at a barbershop or hair salon or whatever, just show them a photo, right, of Elvis's hair. Or show them a photo of this, right? Even as you can see through here, all this being pulled straight down is probably to about right here. But just show a photograph or say, hey, I'm looking for an Elvis type of hairstyle or pompadour. But this is a very, very unique hairstyle. I mean, Elvis really was famous for not only his talent, but also his hair, right? But you see how this is all slicked back in through here? It really comes down to having the proper length and having the proper styling techniques for getting this type of hairstyle, okay? So the best thing to do for these types of styles is when you are styling your hair or blow drying your hair, whatever it is, I would say styling it, you need a good pre-styler, right? So, you know, my tidal wave is gonna give a little bit of good volume. I would always suggest starting with that because you need a little bit of control to the hair when you're blow drying it, especially in the front and through here. All of this into the front area is all about getting that volume, right? If you don't have that volume, okay, right in throughout the front here, if you don't have this volume in through here, and you get it by using my vent brush, which I have, and I've done videos on this of how to get volume, but you have to really create that bend right in through here on the hair, and that's what's going to give it that lift. All right, that's what's going to give the hair kind of that volume and that kind of arc right throughout the top there. If you don't have that, then basically you're not going to be able to get this type of volume right in through here. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have the volume in place, and then it's about using the right product. And that's where, you know, a pomade could come in, like my matte pomade could do well, or a more traditional oil-based pomade that has, you know, a lot of shine to it, because as you can see through here, it's got the wet look. So a matte pomade, in my opinion, may not be able to give it as much shine. You could try and experiment, but in order to get, you know, kind of this slick back look or the shine or the wet look, a pomade could work. Now you could use my matte pomade, my crafted matte pomade, and it may give you some good shine. But it's really designed to be more matte. However, this could give you a very similar type of feel without as much of that sleek kind of look, okay? But the thing is that once you start to put product on this, you have to be careful that you don't destroy the style, right? You spend all this time working on it. You have to be careful that you don't start to break apart the hairstyle. That's why using, you know, a vent brush, that's why using, you know, a brush and the blow dryer technique is going to give you a lot of volume. And then maybe you can use a wire tooth comb or, again, the vent brush, but you have to make sure you're not really matting or pressing down on the hair to deflate the volume you just created. Also, when you're blow drying, and you'll see in the video that I linked, you have to really blow dry the hair in an upward and back kind of motion. It's all going up and around. That's how you're going to get all that volume. So it does require some work. It does require some skill, obviously, but I think that it's all attainable if you're able to get the styling down. If you can get the styling down, you can get the technique down, you'll have a much easier time, all right, being able to achieve this. But here again, you can see it's all slick back. Try it with water. Although water, you're not going to be able to, it's going to really collapse right away. But even slicking the back to see if your hair is long enough, try it with water and see if your hair stays back. But you need to have this hair long enough. If you have like a buzz cut or number 2 guard, it's not going to go back. You're not going to be able to get the classic Elvis type of style. The hair has to be relatively long, especially the sides down to about right here, so it's going to all slick back. And this whole top is probably about right in through here. Don't worry so much about how long is it, how many inches, blah, blah, blah. Just really focus on if you could pull the hair down here or if it goes back and it goes up in a style. That's what you should be worried about and focus on instead of like the actual length, because that to me it doesn't really matter as much. So, all right, let me know if you enjoyed this video. Thank you everyone for watching. This is found on Google. Just go on Google and type in Austin Butler Elvis and you'll see all these images, which I just, as you can see through here. So, all right everyone, thanks for watching and I will see you soon.